Question for you guys is which one of the other 18 would you have picked on the Republican side instead?
I think the biggest misconception is I've heard Chuck Todd say this like the last 2 presidential cycles a lot, and he's the host of Meet the Press. He said like this is the deepest bench ever, and I really feel like it's like the most cartoon. Like these are increasingly cartoonish benches. The people that are on this Republican bench, like you look who was number 1 at the polls at one point in time. You had someone like Herman Cain become number 1. You had Newt Gingrich at one point in time number 1. You have people that like are always on Fox News and they have great sound bites. Just so happens resonate with a national audience, and then someone who's kind of like wonky and kind of like complicated, like maybe Jeb Bush or John Kasich, like they never really quite explode. So
Nobody wants Jeb Bush. It's like that's not gonna happen. Like,
yeah,
Right.
right.
You wonder what would have happened if Colbert actually ran? Like his mock campaign kind of now, like, you know, he probably had a fair shot.
Yeah.
Actually,
Now when you look back at it,
he
you
had
know,
done it.
Like I feel like someone who could run for president, and like Chris Sacca said this, like I agree with him now because I never thought about it. Like Mark Cuban probably could run for president on the Republican side, where
I'd vote for Mark
he
Cuban.
is a media brand. He's like can speak concisely.
If Mark Cuban was in the race today and you know nothing about politics, would you vote for Cuban?
I knew nothing about his politics.
Like he just enters the race.
I would
You haven't
vote
heard
for
him. You haven't heard him putting the agenda out.
I'll put
yet.
my vote in right now, Mark Cuban.
You vote for Cuban. I would vote for Cuban.
Yeah, if I'm on that side of the
Running
aisle,
my vote
I
in.
would totally do it. Like that, like he's pragmatic. Knowing his politics, no. Like the guy is one of those people who never shuts
There we
up
go.
Ayn Rand.
Official vote. Official vote. Mark Cuban. It's in.
Yeah.
Have you been watching Shark Tank and with Cuban and Sacca now as like the new...
Yeah. I don't. Like, just whenever I see Sacca, it's like try hard. Like, come on, dude.
I
Like,
think so.
More so than the other sharks, or just
other sharks are clueless at when the tech companies come in. They're just like, then it's just like, okay, you guys move out of the way for a little while. Like, let the 2 guys at the end talk.
they're just trying to figure out like how do I put a licensing royalty
They're
deal
like
on this?
pre-money evaluation.
It's
Like,
like yet
you
another.
guys trying to put like a licensing deal on like a weird like.
Trying to get you on QVC
Every
with your app.
every user you get on, I get 1 cent until I get back $100,000. It's like no, like
Exactly.
that's not gonna work.
I remember the first episode with Chris Sacca on, and there were these 2 girls who had a learning to code camp, like for STEM education for women, and they pitched it. Chris was like, "I love it. This is a passion project of mine. I have a daughter. I see the future. I have connections. I can help you. Like this is exactly the kind of thing I can do." And then there was like a woman on the panel. She's the one who does the QVC connections, and they came in like not knowing who Chris Sacca was. They clearly had this pitch ready for her, and they were like, "We respect you." And so like they were leaning towards that direction, and Chris just jumps in. He's like, "Hold on a second. Like her thing is like getting you into a store. Like she's not gonna be able to help you with that. Like this is whole like my wheelhouse." And like they end up going with her, and he's like, "Oh."
I do like it when Cuban and Sacca get into it. Like I remember there was one exchange where Cuban just goes like, "Are you seriously clueless? Like, are you an idiot? You think we don't know what's going on?" And it was just like
To Sacca or to the...
to Sacca, because Sacca had this like attitude like they don't know what they're doing. Like tech, leave it to me. These guys are just whatever.
Right.
And Mark Cuban was like, "What? Like, which maybe it's fair, maybe it's not. Who knows?" But like, I like it when they get into it. That dynamic is good.
The shark fights are pretty good. I also like the shot clock when they put them on the spot for like a...
Yeah.
decision for
Here's the
future
deal.
of business.
I want you to decide now. If you talk to that person, I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
it's so extreme.
Total
Like,
boss move.
it's like you're like the first shark to say something. It's like you gotta decide now. It's like
I like it when Kevin
Terrible
Leary
decision.
just complicates it, and he's like just like a snake. He's like,
Yeah.
"Listen, your business has no margins. I'm going to give you some really complicated terms here that might actually like they look like they're going to screw you, but it's your
You
own."
don't want to look stupid on TV right now, so I'm going to say something complicated, and you're going to decide.
he's a bank, right? Like that's what his actual thing is. He's just trying to get you an interest-based loan. Like
Yeah.
pretty much that's what he's offering every
I'm
time.
about to give you what is the functional equivalent of indentured servitude. Welcome to the team.
Do we also know what child software he built that he sold? Like he sold some like
It
children's
was a
learning thing.
children's
Right?
book company, right?
Oh, it was a book company.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. It's
We've
just from
heard
that,
of like. What,
it's just from the intro that you're in, by the way.
oh yeah. Should we talk about that?
Yeah, we should talk about that. You know he's in the Shark Tank intro?
For Sacca's.
For Sacca's little cut, Sean's in
intro.
there.
I'm on Shark Tank for like 2 seconds every 4 episodes, basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's the Shark Tank star.
Yeah, I've been on multiple episodes of Shark Tank. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
So
Jason's like impressed right
you know
now.
when they do
He doesn't know how to react.
the initial like montage? Where
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Chris Sacca, billionaire investor from Uber and Pinterest and whatever. It's not Pinterest, but they tried to shoot like him in his normal life, basically, which is kind of ironic because he lives in Tahoe. And I guess like either they didn't want to go to Tahoe to film this, or he didn't like have enough stuff there in Tahoe for them to film. But we did it on the roof of the Battery, and I get a text the day before. He was just like, "Hey, I'm doing something at the Battery, Michael's place. Like, do you want to come and be an extra for this thing in the morning? Basically, we're gonna drink mimosas and get filmed like at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Are you in?" And I was like instantly in, and so I go and I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do here? And first I was a stunt double for him because he wasn't there yet, and they were like, okay,
Perfect stunt double.
yeah, I look obviously just like that, which is ironic. His brother was there. he's got a brother who's an actor. It like would have been a perfect stand.
Yeah.
But like he was socializing. I was probably awkwardly standing on the side. They're like, okay, you stand here, and like checking the lighting, which is weird because I have brown skin, so
This is not gonna. Nothing's good about
It's like
this.
the one important difference.
yeah, exactly. Like the one thing that mattered was just like not there. But
This is when your skin color does matter, right? Like,
I wouldn't have even been offended if they were
Yeah.
like, no, dude, you're brown. You can't do this. I'd understand. But anyway, so I stand in for them, and then they basically gave us all like drinks, like either wine or mimosa or whatever. And then they were like, all right, you just need to sit here and have a good time. And so like, there's this crazy thing where like first when you get filmed, it's really awkward because the camera is like right here. And so it's really weird to not just look at this thing that's right there, even if it's like pointed in that direction. You want to like always look at this giant TV camera that's there.
Especially if you like technology, it's like, wow, that lens.
Right, or you'll do something, you'll laugh because they're telling you to laugh, and you laugh, and then you look at the camera and they're like, how was that? And like they're like, no, you need to stop looking at the camera. You need to just go on with it. So
I
anyway,
think that's not normally there.
I'm in it for like 0.2 seconds, and I don't know. I don't know what I wore that day. It looked weird. I'm wearing like pants that are too tight. It's just like I didn't realize this till I was on like a TV camera, but the pants are too tight, so I try not to watch it even when it's on because I feel like I look like a lesbian in the intro, which is like of all the things I thought I was gonna look like, I considered some bad things. Like a lesbian wasn't just like what I thought I was gonna look like, in this intro. So
well, it's Shark Tank now.
That's a cool thing to have. You
Yeah.
should get some mileage out of that story.